Hey, I'm back in white. Cool. Anyway, I've been watching. I have this video, which is a video response to a foreigner, basically Gaijin, teaching English in Japan. Now, I've been a teacher for Koreans, but I didn't actually have to go to Korea. They came here, we taught them, and it was good. It was a good job. It lasted for about a year. I was happy with it. One thing I noticed is that they seem to give a lot of credit or more merit to an English speaker who both sounds like me. More so if you look like me. And is that fair? Because personally, I don't know how many people actually watch my channel, but take a good look at this ugly mug. Look. If you lived anywhere in the world and you've had any experience with any Filipinos, you know what they prototypically look like. They're Asian. They're very Asian. They're of Malay descent, or maybe of Chinese Malay descent. It's very rare, nay impossible, to find a real white Filipino. And I use the quote an international symbol for quote unquote. You'll have a half-breed. Thing is, and this is a shocker to a lot of y'all, I'm pure-blooded Filipino, which means I was born, bred, and raised here. My family, my mother and father were born, bred, and raised here. Only difference is that, yes, my father's side of the family is from Spanish blood, as most Filipinos are. We have Spanish influence. Let's face it, if you know history of the Philippine Islands, we were conquered by Spain for around 300 freaking years. They're bound to leave some blood here. On the other hand, my grandfather from the maternal side, my mother's father was Japanese, full-blooded. So my mom is, I forget the term, for half-blood Japanese. I'm 1/8. I have 1/8 blood Japanese, quote unquote. You see any Japanese here? You see any Japanese? None. Heck, you can barely make Spanish. So what? Does it Japanese plus Spanish equal American? Or white boy? Only difference is that my hair, this videos make my hair look black. Actually, it's kind of a brown shade, dark brown shade. And you really can't see my eyes so well, but they're also a darkish brown hue. I don't know. So, yeah, when I think, I tend to look like my screen, because I see myself thinking, so I know what I look like when I'm thinking. So, the question is here, or not really a question so much as a statement. Looking the way I do, being the size I am, now you see the face. Imagine a mass, because I haven't done much full body shots. I don't want to stand up because you'll see my gut. I have a big gut, which I said I'd try to lose at the end of this year, this new coming year. I stand almost 6 feet tall. Let's just give me 6. I'm 6 feet tall. I'm a big man. I'm almost 300 pounds. So, 6 foot tall, big guy who's kind of white. What does that tell you? Either I'm a really white, well-fed Filipino who's tall, or I'm a foreigner. In which case, if you chose section B, you'd be wrong, because I grew up here. I was born here. I'm from Filipino stock. And that's often a surprise to people who see me for the first time, or if I go to a wet market, which I've never been to, ever, a walk in, and I know what I want. I know the vegetables. I know the Filipino names for them. Of course, I know the Filipino names for them. In fact, sometimes I don't know the English names anymore. I start going. Pardon me. This is going to be in Filipino. Manang pabili nga po isa niyan, 2 kangkong, singkamas, at saka bawang sibuyas, kamatis, tig 1 kilo. Basically, I just gave you a menu of ingredients of what I needed to make. Anything in particular, I should just ramble on. Anyway, so that's basically when they go, because they suddenly realize I'm either a very well-spoken foreigner who's lived here a long time, or I'm Filipino who just happens to be very white. And when they know me enough, they often say, boss, or endless translation, are you Filipino? And then just to say yes. And they're like, kala namin, I thought you were American. I often tell them, no, I'm not. None of my parents are. We're Spanish and mixed up in between somewhere there. Come on. So, my question: have you ever felt? I know what a Gaijin feels like, and I never even had to leave my own country to feel like it. Because I know the language, but sometimes I don't know the language. Because even Filipino sometimes it's not so much my primary language as much as my secondary. So sometimes I get lost in translation of my own language. That's a shameful thing, but it's true. For me, it's true. English is my primary language. That's why I'm so good at it. Anyway, so question: have you ever felt like a foreigner in your own language, in your own country, with your own people? That's my blog for today. Second blog. It's Christmas, so I was watching someone. I was watching Warman Strategy. He has pretty good views on life. He's more concise with his ideas, whereas Softy Papa seems to be just he likes answering comments, and he also has some good points. Actually, all three of them. I watch Warman Strat, Softy Papa, and Bruce and Kevin. They're the three I watch. I also watch Bobby Jr., but he doesn't do a lot of videos nowadays. I guess he's busy cooking or something. Alright, so Christmas Day. What are you doing for Christmas? I'm doing chicken and pasta and some coleslaw. Yeah, I replaced the ham with chicken because we actually had chicken, so whoop-dee-dee! And I'll be eating in a couple of hours and sleeping and waking up tomorrow to Christmas and have no plans for a week. Be back at work in January. Love it. Alright, I'll cut the show. So, second rant of the day. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.